How you doing today, YouTube? Everybody always asks me, what is the next lens I should buy? What lens should I do, Clark? What lens is this? What lens is that? Blah, 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 blah. I feel like if you're a new photographer, you still got that kit lens, it's time to upgrade to a prime lens. And the two prime lenses you should buy is a 35mm and a 50mm. Everybody knows the nifty 50, but not too many people know about that nice 35, man. The 35 and the 50, 35, 50. Just a little disclaimer for you guys. If you have a crop sensor, like a 5300, 3300, the 35 is going to kind of be like a 50mm, and this 50 is going to be 50 times 1.6. You do the math. I'm not going to say it on camera. Okay. The 35mm and the 50mm are two great lenses, man. I use for about everything. That 35 I use for a little bit of everything, man. That street for the 35 is crazy. When I used to have a crop sensor, when I was in New York, here are some pictures. I was working at a 35 for different portraits, different everything. I just like the 35 because it's a great like landscape kind of camera, but it still is like kind of for portraits, so it's kind of like in between. It's a nice mid-size focal length. And that 50, man, that 50 is nice. You can use it for so many portraits as I do, and like all my senior pictures. I'm going to show you a few right here, and on the bottom of all these pictures I'm going to have what camera I use and everything a little laid up. So that's when I'm going to show all the pictures at the end with everything on it. And the 35mm and the 50mm are two great lenses I believe that everyone should have in their kit because they're so versatile and you get to use them almost any situation, no matter the crop sensor you have in your camera. I used it in my 35. I used it in my D5300, and I still use it now in my D800. I use both of them almost the same amount, man. If you like doing street photography, I recommend the 35mm. But if you like taking portraits and you don't want that smooth, silky background, I recommend the 50mm lens. They're both great lenses, but I believe you should have both of these lenses in your kit. And that's all much I have to say, man. That's like, people always trying to say, what lens should I buy? What lens should I buy? But I always believe it's what lens you should buy next. If you're trying to add to your photography kit of lenses, it's like a step. You had a kit lens, but now I believe you should have a nice prime lens. Then some people say you should get a nice zoom lens, and then some people say you should get a macro lens. It's like so many different steps of photography, and it all depends on what you're trying to do. So that next step, upgrade from your kit lens, is definitely a nice prime lens, and I'm recommending the 35mm or the 50mm. And I shoot with a Nikon, but I'm going to put all the 35mm and 50mm down in the description for you guys. Canon, Sony, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, GH5. Like, I don't, there's so many different cameras out here. So, like, that's another thing. So, I just picked these two lenses because in Nikon, they're both like 198. And that's before tax. So, that's a pretty good deal and a pretty good lens. So, thank you guys for watching the video. Leave a like below, share a comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm new, and tell me how I can get better at making these tutorials. There's going to be a lot more coming. Thank you, Clark's Visions. And go follow my other page, Go Take Media. I appreciate it, guys. See you later.